Hi everyone, good morning. It's another beautiful Saturday morning on Just a Chat with Bumi Alabi. And how has been your week? So far, so good. Honestly, I know everything is going to be fine and okay. But how to make it okay is what we want to discuss this morning. And I'm not here alone today. I have my amazing people here that are joining me on this discussion. Honestly, we need to talk about this so that we know that we are all going through the same thing, and maybe I should say maybe we have a common challenge. This is the first time I know Nigeria is having a very tense challenge going on, and it's affecting everybody, both low, middle class, and high class. You understand? But before we go further, please let me welcome my co-host here, and I have one and only emoji in the building.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
You're welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You're
We are
fine.
pushing it.
You have to push it. We don't have option now. That we have to. That's why we are here.
Yes.
How to keep pushing it against all odds.
Oh, yes.
And on my right hand here, I have, once again, my darling brother here who is joining us on this discussion. Please welcome with me, Mr. David Akimbulejo.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, viewer.
Good morning.
I'm so excited to be here to join
Thank
you.
you, thank you. And how is Mommy Avalon?
She's doing fine.
She's
She's
doing
chopping my money like
She
that.
doesn't have option. In fact, I would have loved
One
her
of
to
my
be.
friends will say,
Yes, so we have to chop your money, Abi. No matter what is going on, we chop
Yes,
our
we chop,
husband's
that
money.
is it.
Abi, we chop your money, Abi. Is it not because of us you are working?
Abi.
Eh?
God will
Abi,
help us.
God is helping you.
He's
Our
helping
prayers are with you, man, so that at least God can keep helping you, so that He can help with women.
Yeah.
Because we can choose to say we want to stay at home and we don't want to work. Abi, how about if that happens? Maybe a woman say, okay, I don't even want to work. Heaven will not fall. Do you know there are some women like that? I know there are some part of the country that the men will say, I don't want my wife to work. I don't know if that still happens now. Whereby
Money
a
is
man,
not only what you get when you're working. It also help you mentally.
in this
Yeah.
economy, would there be a man that will say, I don't want my
I
wife
don't
to
want my wife to
work?
work.
Just be a stay-at-home mom,
another level.
taking care of my kids. Is it even possible?
Hey, you can see now.
Honestly,
You can see.
honestly, to be candid, this is what I really want us to talk about this morning, about the economic situation that everyone is going through now in this country, and it is affecting virtually everything. Everything. Thank God you're in the business world. You're in the business. I'm in the business world. You're in fashion world. I'm in the food business, and you are in the media printing business. So I really think we need to talk about this situation, and at least even if we don't know the way out, let's see how we can encourage ourselves, what we're doing to sustain ourselves in this situation. Because you see, honestly, not everybody have the tolerance level to withstand this. Honestly, as of this morning now, you know what the dollar rate is. Abi, let me start with Mr. David. As in, before our high is down, dollar is rising. Somebody said maybe some months ago when Buhari was going, he left the dollars at, it was not 8 something or 700 naira. When Buhari was still reigning, and now Oga Tinubu came now, and dollar is almost going times 2 of the price that the initial previous government left it. So how did we get here? How did we get here, and where are we going from here? Because that is even my fear. It's not even about how we got here.
That is it. It's not about how we get here, because
where is it going to? Because it's not even going back. That's my fear.
The first thing is we have to all embrace the reality of the present state. We can't run away from
Deny
that.
it.
We have to first of all embrace the reality, because I can tell you some people are still living in delusions. They don't seem to get in tune with the present reality. You know, so, and then you meet them as a client, and then you begin to talk about, you're in the system now. Why are you talking as if you don't know what is going on? You know, so people have to embrace reality. And how do we get it is a long discussion. But then I think is, how do we get out of here? How do we manage ourselves out of the situation? There are things you cannot control. There are things you don't have a control of. Like I tell people, you can't plan with what you are not in control of. For example, you are not in control of NEPA. You cannot be planning, I will go and do so time. It's not in your control. All right, so there are policies that we are not in control of, but it affects us. How do we go about it? There's a way you can be shouting, and they don't hear. I tell people yesterday, I said, the president does not use his money to buy anything. I'm sorry, Tinubu. He doesn't use money. It's our money used to pay for his fuel.
Yeah.
It's our money used to fly out. It's our money used to eat. It's our money used to take drugs. So he doesn't feel anything. How do you want him to just feel? Because he's not in touch. So what can we do with what is going on is ability to see yourself in what affects you and you can control. For example, if you are doing maybe something in excess before, embrace the reality, you have to reduce it. Because you can't be hiding. Sometimes when I see people who are driving on the road, and then I know them. I was telling my father, I know this man very well. And then I saw him at Fagba, and back his bag. He want to take Marwa to office.
And he has a car?
Yes. I sighted him. I perceived he saw me. But he now behaved as if he didn't see me. So me, I don't want to make him feel bad.
Well, is it not reality? This is what everybody's going through.
About. So that's the reality. So you can control that. Okay, let me drive together. Stay today. I don't will drive you today. But what you cannot control, just don't worry yourself about it. Let them do all their policy. But as far as what you can control, you can reduce your expenses. You can come to town with your family, boy, or get in the house. This is what is going on. Like my children, I tell them Monday, Wednesday, Friday is snacks. Before, I can tell you that it's not all the time. They will remind me, Daddy, today is Monday. I say, I know. You're not taking snacks today because of reality. Things that take up, research. So I want us to just begin to look at that reality that, I can't control, but I can control what is within my purview. So when the citizens begin to see that, they will begin to complain and be shouting that they will not affect and change anything. So how do we get out of here is work and control what is within your reach. And that's the reality, because these people out there, they don't love us. They love their pockets.
But the truth is, do we just have to sit back and keep looking? Like now, it's like the union that was supposed to go on strike.
Yeah.
On 2027. Now they withdraw that protest, and that they are not protesting again.
You know what? Why do we?
Well, yes.
Can you imagine?
Yes, because that is it. If they really need money,
so does that mean
they come out with it and they call them, and you see they enrich themselves and just leave us alone. And leave us alone. So like what he said, I think that is the best thing to do. Because all this, then I was like, it's good. Maybe when we go on strike, least maybe our president will feel it and will want to listen to us.
Does it even feel what we're going, like what he said, does it even feel it? So going on strike, do you think it would have changed anything? Or he doesn't know what people are really going through?
It's not that he doesn't really know. He knows that the economy, the people are going through hardship. Yes, he knows. But do you know the funniest thing, what is really paining me most? There are some things, you said we should, whatsoever we have in control, we should know how to cut them down. But there are some things that are in their own control too, that they need to cut down, but they never even talked about it. But why? If we are offering, let us fine. When people come to me and tell me, I go through, I say, let's deviate to civil engineering industry. When a foundation is faulty, a foundation that is faulty, and the plan of the foundation is to build a bungalow, and you see that the foundation is not even fit for that bungalow, and you're trying to build two-story building on it. It can work. Even if you try to patch it, at the end of the day, it will collapse. And when it collapses, it affects the people living in there, the property, the furniture, you understand? Even the money you have wasted. And the people in there will be stranded. No house, nowhere to stay, nowhere. You understand? For that period of time that they will find a way to fix themselves. I told them, I said, that is what the country is going through right now. That with time, it will get better. But we will have to feel it. But if we are to feel it, let every one of us feel it.
But do you know that there are some people at the foundational level that they are even inside this cycle that they don't even want things to get better?
Yes.
That they are, you're expecting them to be the one at the forefront to maybe to really feel it, to be our voice there. But they are the benefit they are getting from this thing that is going on. Like somebody was rightly telling me that he doesn't want the dollar to go down. that
Yeah.
it really pays.
Yes,
me
somebody
more.
told me
You
yesterday
understand
too.
that actually it's better for them. So do we now, and look at the way it has affected a whole lot of things, like the
whole.
industry, all the industry, the real estate, food. In fact, that
Oh.
food, that food is even my own concern, because food is one of the essential commodities. You can still stay without saying you want to build house. You can stay with us without maybe light, or still manage yourself without light. But food, can anybody stay without eating per day? I heard the story of one woman that bagged the baby and she collapsed, and they said maybe she has not eaten for days.
Yes.
You know, at times I will be like, oh, is it possible for somebody to say I've not eaten? But this is the reality. But all these people up there, they don't feel it. They don't know how much they are selling egg. One crate of egg going to go.
The thing
Honestly,
is, like,
it's
in this season, like she said, there are people that will thrive in disorderliness.
absolutely.
They are going to take advantage of the system.
Sure.
They are happy that things are not working. The people that are taking contract to bring in a generator, for example, they will not be happy to see that.
So see
light
that,
is
yes.
So there are people that are positioning themselves to take advantage of the situation. However, when I mean the guy is not that he doesn't know, but he doesn't feel it.
He doesn't feel it. He knows.
He knows, but he doesn't feel it.
That's
When you
it.
are feeling it,
That's
is that
the
your
word.
expenses, the stuff is affecting your income. It's affecting your expenses, because you go to market and you see that this is what I took there last week, I'm taking there this week. He cannot buy the same thing. Then you are feeling it. But Mr. President will not go to market now and say because it's expensive, he will go back home.
No.
He want to buy what he want to buy.
Sure.
He want to stock. The people that want to stock will stock his house for him. All right. So that is the essence of saying. That's why I said that he doesn't know what you are passing through. He doesn't feel what we are passing through. He might know.
You know, yeah.
But it's just unfortunate that we get ourselves here. We are not. I'm sorry to say, we are not practicing democracy. We are practicing what I call selectrocracy. They select somebody and give to us. And that's what we are managing.
And the person will do what they want him to do.
And Nigeria is not peculiar. There was a time in America, the analysis or the business or whatever economy analysts, they said we don't even know where we are going. They said, they can't predict. They go to Wall Street, do all of that, they cannot predict, and they conquer it at the end of the day. So it's not a new thing.
Yeah.
But when you are saying you are going to renew our hope, the question is, where is even the hope in the first place that we are renewing? We don't have any hope. Things are going out of hand. I tell people the easier way to become a millionaire before is carry small naira and enter Ghana. You're a millionaire. Now 1 naira is almost, 1 CD is almost close to 100 naira. It's amazing. And it's in and they have the best brain in quotes in economy team that are in this country. So why are you not maximum? Why are you not using them? I tell people, you see, Mr. President might mean well, in quotes, if at all he mean well, but the approach is totally wrong.
Yes.
When China were in this kind of mess, when things are not working, it's not automatic now. They plan it. Now you want to shut down a system that you believe people are using to get money out of the government. You want to shut it down. No subsidy, whatever, because all of these are impact of the fuel. And you don't have a backup. And you know this is there's no substitute for fuel.
Yes.
You need to put it in a vehicle. We don't have gas yet. And you didn't have a backup. What you need to do, I tell people, is that focus on your backup. Without announcement, withdraw it. Except somebody is mad. You will not see something that is sold locally that can compete with the national standard at 20 naira. You will not go and buy 30 naira importation. You won't do that. But you don't have enough local content. You just shut down the whole system. It will affect you. It's a simple economy analysis. I don't know where you got it from. China didn't shout. They were pumping in their stuff into the market that were competing with international. In fact, there's a made in China in America. They have that agreement that everything that comes from China, you put made in China there. A friend of mine brought this extension box from US for me, and I saw made in China. And today, America is a big threat. China is a big threat to America. But that's how they started. They started pumping in their products. So we have, mineral resources. We have crude oil. We have other agricultural products that we can boost. For example, if you are, maybe in a year you decide that I want to have a plant nationwide that will be able to convert, petrol consumption vehicle to CNG, that's compressed natural gas. That, okay, in a year, let's do conversion of 1,000 per month or per state. You have designed it and you succeeded. CNG, last week somebody was telling me CNG is 35 naira per kg. Somebody used 3,500 naira because there are some people that are doing it. 3,500 naira CNG gas from here to Edo State.
Wow.
You can't try that with fuel. So a sensible man will look and we have it in excess. So have them all around and then begin to sell people. Maybe 1 year, let there be conversion. People will go there at the reduced rate because you have it in excess. That's somebody that is thinking, not that you shut down, there's no alternative. If I have alternative, I will, for example, if there's a train from here to Lekki, I will park my vehicle.
Sure.
So these are things that is impacting on the economy. It's part of the price of petroleum. It's really a big deal. We cannot hide it. So somebody that went to go and buy raw material from here to Ireland, he's going to take a vehicle.
Sure.
It will impact.
Sure.
So the effect is what he wants to give you at the end of the day as finished product. This morning I was talking to one of my sisters and let me get this price, and he was like, the price is when I heard the price, I just have to face the idea. I said, ma, this person will take like 5,000. I said, ma, okay, it's 10,000 naira. Because I'm involved in a lot of things. 10,000 plus for you. All the whole material. You will know what is in the market. He said, you understand. But you will get back to me. So these are realities. So it's something that he needs to face.
Yeah, I think we need to really talk about the effect of this on entrepreneurs. As in, how do we now? Because, you said something earlier that people react to business owners as if they are not in the same country that we have. When you call a price for them, and they'll be like, oh, this is too expensive. And like somebody was saying this morning that the price, now it was formerly like, oh, the price of what you get today, this week, next week it might change, upper week it might change. Now the price you get in the morning might be different from the one you get in the afternoon. Might be different from the one you get in the evening. So
somebody that says this is as at
now. So I think so. Let's talk about the impact on business and how business owners can really scale through. Emoji, what can you say about that? Because I know, like, in your field now, so you don't really buy much. I think it didn't really affect your, unlike we food business owners. I know it's really telling them.
I was in the market yesterday, and when I wanted to leave, I called. They gave me a price.
Okay.
And I was like, okay,
before
I'm on my way.
House.
Before leaving, and I said I'm on my way, and the person said, you're on your way, but when you come back, I will tell you the price.
The actual price.
The actual price. That one is the price as at now. And honestly, when I got there, the price has changed. And I'm like, no, they didn't tell me this is the price. Let me go to another market. The person said, you know what, wait here and call that market. I said, I will call. He said, please, madam, call. So I said, I don't have credit, as in my credit was low. He said, madam, call. Honestly, when I called, the same thing. I said, what do you mean? Shut up. What do you mean? What you told me to say, madam, they don't put more, they don't add price.
But Ma, do you know what I can say about that? I think somebody was saying something apart from the government. We Nigerians, we humans, we have our own impact.
That is what
there's a scenario of something that happened. Somebody bought some bags of cement in Ibadan and maybe like hundreds of bags, and he bought it at a particular price, maybe 5,000. And he said, oh, there's no place for me to keep this cement. Let me go and keep them with you. So whenever I want to use them, I'll just come and take them so that they won't steal them. And he said maybe after some weeks, he went back there. And the man was like, I want to return your money to you. I'm not selling again. The man was like, but I paid you. You know, that time the cement was still 5,000, and now the cement is like 10,000. Yes, and this man has paid, and there was agreement that okay, I've paid full money for this cement. And the man was saying, no, I'm not even selling again. I want to return your money. And the man was like, no, I have to take this thing belongs to me. The issue was something that they really had to go to court and they were telling you that you have to pay, you have to give him the cement. So is that not being greedy? Because you understand, you got this thing at a very low price. So because maybe you've heard from the market that, oh, price of cement has really gone up, and that is not the price you got it when you bought it from the market, but because you wanted to, because maybe of a selfish interest, you now want to inflate your own.
Okay, my own view about this is this. Fine, there have been an agreement. Okay. You should have stand on your agreement. You shouldn't have. Do you know what the seller did? Mm-hmm. When the man said he will be coming later to pick it, the seller sold it to other people. thinking that he will still buy the same price. It will, as in for that man when the man comes to pick. But unfortunately for the seller, he has sold it 5,000 to other people.
That is if he had sold it.
He has sold. No, that is it.
Some
That is,
people.
I want to put that. I want to discuss in two ways now. Two ways. The man might have, okay, let me put, the man might have sold the thing to other people, thinking that when this one is ready, he will be able to, as in restock and yes, and give the man back the stuff. The second one is this: on a good day, if the man have not sold that goods,
if he sold it,
if he has not sold that goods, the man should, as in delivered the paid goods to the owner, to the buyer. But the thing, if in this case we might say the man is greedy, if the man have not sold it to other people, which I know that business people don't do that, the man wouldn't want to as in retain it. You understand? You want to sell it, get a little money,
so that I can buy the current price.
You understand? So that was what affected the man, and the man now say that even the money I sold this could not even buy half. Couldn't buy half of it back. So it is better I give you back your money.
Wow.
You understand? Because do you know why people that have stocked their product before the increase, they said that, okay, this is the product I have stocked. If I sell all this product now, how will I restock?
That's the reality.
How?
That is what we call hoarding. Some people hoard what they have. They don't want to sell it.
Yes.
But the other side is...
The other side
is why, okay, what if it's lower before?
Will you refund the money?
That is business people, men and women for you. That is why, because somebody I wouldn't know how true it is. Somebody said that they shut down borders. So that the local content product can thrive. Yes, can strive. You understand? But we, the owners of the local product, they are hoarding. They want to make it scarce so that they can have more value.
Create artificial
scarcity. It's not that the products are not there. That we are the ones that shirawa. You will want to create that artificial scarcity so that the price can go up. Then the price goes up to make more money for yourself without thinking about other people.
So that is the aspect of we ourselves, as in our own impact on the effect.
Yes,
of this,
the person said that was the president's intention. But we Nigerians that are in that, we are causing artificial. That is it. We are not making it to work.
Okay, can I comment?
Okay.
Where they are getting it wrong is this. You already know your people. You know this kind of thing is going to happen. Then put a control measure. Put regulatory body.
Yes.
That this is the benchmark. This is the price. You can't go beyond
this price.
For example, petroleum product, there is a price regulatory PPRO that you cannot go beyond this price. So if you already know, you can't just assume that everybody will be the same. So you have to put a measure to control. It's not an excuse.
It's true.
It's not an excuse because people want to take advantage of every loopholes in the system. How can I get my own fast before they come home? National cake. You get that's the truth. Before now, you have to get vehicle. They say you cannot. Get petrol. You now stock your your vehicle with keg. They won't sell for you. But I saw people doing it now, and they didn't stop them. I thought it was a diesel stock. Keg of petrols are inside the pickup. Plenty of them.
As black market.
I don't know. And this petrol station that is selling for them. So where are they taking it to? I don't know. The system allow that kind of a thing. If they don't want to, they will have created somebody or a body to regulate that. The low content we are trying to promote, don't sabotage it. Don't frustrate our efforts. This one we put in place that we want to achieve, and you cannot come into. You understand? But if there are excess of it, and you have done your work, I tell you the truth. Even though you don't make any shutting down of the border, bring it in. You will lose. Because if you compete with international that are even better. If I see a good rice locally made, the stone, nothing, and is well polished, bag of rice is 20,000 naira. You now go to Thailand, you now bring in a price that is 30,000. I will go and buy it. Next time you not go and import, automatically you discourage people.
Yeah.
That's the power government have. So they have to work on the local content here, make sure that they have what it means, build a standard that you can't go beyond this in production. The SON is working, the NAFDAC, all of them are working. Then you will see that our stuff, they are not ready to work. I'm sorry to say.
Yes.
They are not ready to work.
Honestly, it's really, really, really pathetic. But well, notwithstanding, way out, how to move on. And as a family man, I want us to bring it down to the family setting, because as a family man, for homes, for business, we are going to talk about the business, how business owners can really help out. Then, as a family, how we can really help, because these kind of things, they are things that can really put families apart. Do you understand? With the way things, when the man or when the breadwinner is not able to meet up with the needs, and the children are crying for food. Is anybody that has the bread that can bring anybody that has the bread that can bring the bread to the table? It's not about who is the breadwinner or who. You understand? So let's talk about it from those angles. Okay, how can business owners really? Because like I've spoken with like 2 people that are in my industry, the same food business. I was like, how do people cope? You buy a derica of rice. Somebody was even saying this in the market sometime when I was buying a bag of this pepper Rodo for 75,000 naira.
How much was it before?
Rodo, I think it was between maybe 15-20 before.
See the margin.
Even though pepper fluctuates, but it hasn't really risen to that 75,000. And the woman was now just lamenting. She was like, she doesn't even open her store every day. That sometimes she could just stay at home, there are times you just don't want to even do anything. You are not even encouraged, because you'll be like, how do you want to sell these things? You understand? And she was like, even during COVID, that things were not even as bad. That a derica of beans was like maybe 150 naira then. Now, I can't believe we are buying a derica of beans for 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira. Ordinary Gary. Gary is not even ordinary. It's not ordinary these days. So, I want us to talk about business, people that are in business. How can they really manage the situation?
The entrepreneur or small scale business owner, the point is that, like I do tell my wife, you sell what you buy, right? So you can't be selling something in imagination. How much did I buy it? That would determine the selling price. And the truth of the matter is there are some businesses that will fold up.
Sure.
Why? Because you can attract some buyer before, but now the economy is hitting hard on them. They can't afford it. They won't come back. So your sales will drop. Your income for that will drop, because you just crossed the numbers. And the people you're expecting doesn't have the wherewithal. They don't have the money. So no doubt it's going to affect small scale. But for those that can still survive, like in your industry, food business, I tell people, before you talk of shelter, even you will see somebody under the bridge, you will think of what to eat.
Yes.
What comes inside first. So people hardly... they might make some noise, but they will buy.
They will still buy.
Because there's no substitute for food.
Yes.
And some of them do it on a daily. They can't even have to buy to go and cook. I can have 500 naira, I can have the whole food. But how many food with 500 naira to go and convert to cooking? So for your industry, this is something you can, when you increase, they will understand.
Sure.
That's the truth. But to say that there are sectors or sections that will not be affected in terms of folding up, because by the time you cannot pay your
staff,
you will want to consider, let's be realistic here. Somebody was telling me that one of the quick service restaurants shut down in this area.
Wow.
I don't want to mention name. It was shut down because the price, I will have been seeing 150 naira donut. I will now go and buy 500 naira donut because of the economy. So I don't know what the 150 is. But people are not getting that.
But do you know what I can deduct from that? I think for every business owner, you should know your products. I think there's always need for us to have a kind of scale or level of product you have. You can have a product for mini as a lower class, one for middle class, and maybe if possible, if you would like to scale up, have one for higher class. Like in my own food business now, I had to just look at it. Okay, what can I do? Okay, I began to sell product that average people. I don't want to come low. I don't want to come so low because of the standard, because I have a standard.
Sure.
So average people can really afford. Okay, people can still afford maybe rice, pounded yam, 1 wrap, rice, 1 spoon. Okay, how much is that 1 spoon? You know, I now break it down. Normally, I sell my pounded yam for 3,000 naira per plate.
Okay.
I do flat rate.
Okay.
Now, I now divided everything.
Okay.
Now, it is either you buy the 1 plate or nothing. Now, I now break it down that, okay, you cannot buy pounded yam of 500 naira.
Okay.
So, it's still the same. If you might even buy more than that 3,000 if you have the money, but I now broke it down into smaller scale that in case you cannot afford the 3,000 you can still buy 500 naira whole, 1,000 as within. So that is my own middle class product. Now there are some customers that if I call, if they tell me what they want, I know them. Those are customers, they don't even price. I will tell them, oh, this, they will tell, even by their own request, I know that, oh, this one, get away.
Yeah.
You say, by the time if customer, I say, I want fish. What kind of fish do you have? I will tell you, I have a hake or palate. I don't want that. Which one do you don't have croaker? Something has already told me that, oh, this one can afford something more expensive. And by the time I give them bill, oh, everything is 6,000. I say, okay, send account detail. I know that, oh, this one, they are sure customer. And I will ensure that those kind of customer, I keep them very well. Because they are the one that can really, before I get somebody that will buy rice of 300 naira, that one order, it has really,
yes.
But at the same time, like my friend sells, I was still telling her some days that, oh, babe, won't you upgrade your rice? How much is your spoon of rice? I said 200. I said, not this day. You can't be selling a spoon of rice for 200 naira. Please scale it up. But I understand that she, because of the environment where she is, you know, she has to sell something within the category of the people around her. And you know, before me, I sell rice of maybe 2.5 per plate. She has sold 300 naira, maybe in 10 for 10 different customers, and she's making her money. But at the end of everything is everybody is making their money within the category of clients or people that patronize her. So that's what I can say concerning that, you know, for business owners. So Emoji, from your own field, how do you want to do? I think people just to buy clothes, they sew it now, Abi. Is there any big deal?
There's no big deal, but you know what? Like what it said, it said even before someone will think about shelter, you want to think about what will go inside. But surprisingly, you also see people still odd before outfits.
They want to
and they
to
don't
look
care.
good.
You understand? They might complain, it's economy, and okay. But the thing is, if you are like what I said, if you are as in targeting that, okay, your profit will be so. By the time you get to the market and you come back, that's when you will know your profit. Right now, you can't know your profit while talking or concluding a transaction with your client. Because the price that you call, even when you call your suppliers or your vendors, right there before you send quotation, by the time you get to market tomorrow, or in the afternoon or evening, it has changed. So I would advise that when your vendor gives you, let me say, maybe your vendor give you a fabric for 50,000 per yard, 50,000 per yard. When you are talking to clients, let the clients know that the fabric is 55,000 naira as at then. Because the thing is, by the time you get to the market, you will meet it at that 55.
Maybe you should just say that this price is current, is the current price, it is subject to change.
Or I might subject to change when I get to the market.
I think it's a very key thing to get to put every client in the reality of what is going on.
To carry them
on.
on.
This price I'm giving you is as at now.
As at now.
I don't know what will happen. You see, she made a very salient point, and that is understanding your business, understanding who you are serving. And if you understand that, you know how to blend. And even in that your circle, they will be complaining. Just take your steps, stand firm. This is what I am buying. This is what I am selling. So if I have a friend who is a fashion designer like you, she said, a major client are from US.
That is it. That is it.
I'm telling you, he made a lot of money from US clients that he doesn't even bother herself. She's in Ikeja. And I said, really? Even before this time. So I'm not thinking about her now. That she will make a lot of money.
Yes.
I think people should even look at exporting.
Don't help me do the sending money to Naira.
Just
I have home account.
So that when I change it, I'll have something. And it's not a big issue for them.
It's not.
It's $500 for them. It's the same $500 because their own is not high.
Yes.
Our own is so bring the dollar. So you must be able to know who you are serving, and it's enjoying it. It doesn't say Nigeria client care you know. So understand your client and know how to service them.
Because there are some people that they are not even feeling this itch.
At
They are
all.
not
At all.
true.
At
They are
all.
not. They are just saying it so that everybody will think, oh,
Yes,
but
they
are
are
not.
not.
Really feeling
They are
it.
not.
And before we just wrap it up, let's talk about the effect on family and how family can really manage this, because that is very, very important too.
Well, I think for me, I think the husband and wife has to come to that conclusions or reality that we have to be supportive. We have to see how we can, like my father-in-law said some days ago, what is not done, what is undone, get it done. You know, so that statement was a very striking statement for me. So don't wait for the person you think is his or her role. But if you're in a position to do something to relieve the stock, get it done. So if it's our children, and maybe you have 2 kids, and it's what is it called? I don't know. It differs from family to family.
Yeah.
Siri in the morning. So the children are already programmed. We are not taking Siri this morning as breakfast. You have to come to reality that we might not be taking that kind of Siri. Let's go for a lower one. You explain to them, because you can't be forming when things are. You go to market with money. You buy things with money. There are different kinds of series. All right, so you can say, I'm going for this. Maybe it's series, but this is the type of series we are going to take for now. So also don't have to come and then bring your children also into reality.
That is it.
Yes. Because this is what is going on in the market. Because we have to pay your school fees too. So once there's understanding among the family, I think the potential. But when you are trying to form, you are trying to live in the era of when things are still 2,000 era, but now it's 6,000. And you are still going to use that lifestyle to operate now. It's going to be a deception. So you have to come to reality
Live in
and
the
support
reality.
yourself. And
Thank you very much, sir.
We can go on.
Thank you, sir. Emoji, your own take for family.
Yes, so, you know, there is a saying that says you cut your coat according to your fabric.
Not to your
not
size,
to your size. It's according to your fabric.
If you can make a jacket for you, just do it.
With a seamless jacket,
Seamless.
make it and move on. You cut it according to your income now. That is just it. And let's get the children too involved.
Very, very important.
So that they won't think, let's get them
We
involved.
used to do this, but we are not
We are not
doing
doing
it
it again, but let's get everybody involved.
Yeah, it's very, very important. And please, most importantly, don't let us put pressure on ourselves. Let there be priority in everything we do. Like we rightly say, food is the number one thing. Food and shelter.
Yes.
There are so many things that are luxury. If you have 2 cars before, and you're like, oh, 1 car is, we are not able to afford the 2 cars, please, for the meantime, just manage 1 car. Manage BRT, like you rightly say, maybe it was feeling, I don't know why I was feeling.
I don't know.
Everybody's going through the same thing. So honorably, I will climb bike and I will go. You understand?
Enter London. He was inside train.
So please don't let us live a fake life. It is reality that is here, and we just have to face it. You understand? There are ways that you can still manage yourself, manage your mental health, even in this depressing situation. Because, you know, wives, husband, please don't put pressure. This is the time you need to really bond together again, because this can really put families apart when you are not, when maybe needs are not being met. Please try and understand that things are really, really tough on everybody, and it can easily make anyone go into depression. Please, there are some things that we can't change. As how we react, how things that we make ourselves go through when things are not really going fine. You understand? But how we're able to help ourselves come out of it, sustain ourselves during the trying time is more important. Thank you very much for coming online with us. Thank you, Pastor David. You're my pastor now, you know, but you're Brother David, you're my besties as well. So thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mommy Avalon, Mommy Emoji for coming too.
Thank you, Mommy Avalon, for releasing him.
I know she's in the business world. She's making her money. Yeah, well, let me just encourage business owners and everybody. See, what I always tell my sister, I say, no matter how much they call dollars, because we can't really, we are not in the, we are not determining, we are not at the place of the decision makers. We are just recipient of what they are. You understand? We are the receiving hand. But notwithstanding, just let's pray that God will continue to provide for us and bless the work of our hands. That even if they call the dollar 5,000 tomorrow, you'll still be able to make money too. That's what I pray for, because I'm even scared of where this thing is going to. But I know that I have a God that I know he knows the end from the beginning, and he knows how to sort his own out. Till I come your way again next week for another interesting episode of Just a Chat. Please take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's very, very important. Live within your limits. Don't get yourself overwhelmed. Anxiety, there are times that things can even get so overwhelmed that you don't even know what to do. But please take care of yourself. Take time it's okay to withdraw to yourself. It's okay to take time out to just, you don't want to even do anything. You don't want to even work. It's okay. Emoji, it's okay to say you don't even want to you want to just take your time.
Sure.
I was happy when you told me that you are not on the machine, because most of the time when I call you, you're always on the machine. It's okay to say, I don't want to even attend to any customer today. Please take time out to take care of your mental health, because it is very, very important. So see you again next week for another interesting episode of Just a Chat with Bumi Alabi. It's me saying, have a pleasant weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Hey.